It is a team, according to George O'Leary, that needs to stay ahead of the chains. They need third down and short typically to be successful. Game in penalties is most in the country. When you score 53 points a game, you can cover up a lot of those mistakes. Storm Johnson. 4 wide receivers spread the field on 1st and 10. Good start for Central Florida, the underdogs. Storm Johnson storming into the red zone and down at the 11.
Assist to the offensive line of knocking Baylor off the line of scrimmage, and receivers sustaining blocks down the field, and Storm Johnson runs with power, gets to the sidelines, and fights and claws for every yard he can get. Football game for the Knights.
Johnson. Touchdown. What a start for Central Florida. They don't have one wide receiver that really stands out. They have 5 very good wide receivers, and Bortles spreads it around. Johnson. Country to one of the best. Joseph Popolo comes in as a blocker, and they follow him for a first down. Storm Johnson. 254. There he is, number 39, leading the way.
He's knocking his own guys down, and Charlie Taft, the offensive coordinator, he called him
again. They do. Johnson, another touchdown. 3rd possession. They've scored touchdowns on the first 2. First field position by far, and Storm Johnson. Bortles back into his own end zone. Lofts one for Johnson. He couldn't catch it. Would have been a first down if he could. Blake Bortles out of the gun. Only thrown it 3 times, 1 for 3. They've been effective on the ground, primarily.
Very tough kid.
Again, they run the play clock down. Storm Johnson spun back by Eddie Lackey. No game.
Series.
Yeah, he's thinking about going into the NFL draft. He's not helping his stock tonight with his throwing. He's 3 out of 9. Storm Johnson lost the football, and it's the 3rd turnover of the half. Sam Hall in his conference. Only 2 active coaches have been their conference coach of the year more often than George O'Leary. Active coaches have been their conference coach of the year more often than George O'Leary. Spurrier 9 times and Snyder 7. Storm Johnson. Right into Andrew Billing. 10, Central Florida. Knights from their own 17. Storm Johnson. Taken down. That's one of his strengths, getting them into the right play at the line. Storm Johnson gets the first down. As we said, a good idea to take that time out.
Back and develop and grow.
There seems to be some debate, though, as we mentioned earlier, what Bortles is in the minds of the NFL people. He had to get rid of it quick. Under a minute to go. 1 timeout for the Knights. Rennell Hall. Touchdown, Central Florida. Storm Johnson. The 4 out of 8 on 3rd down. Bortles has a man open. First down from the 46-yard line. Storm Johnson. Close to another first down. Coach of the year. He's 63, but if somebody's smart, they'd give him one more chance to be a head coach. The guy's been a winner. Brilliant offense.
A pretty good defense.
Just what they wanted, a ball control drive, which they hope will end in points and give them a 2-score lead again. Johnson inside the 40. That'll be the final play of. Under 12 minutes to go. Pass caught by Storm Johnson. Bortles down the middle and caught in traffic and fight. They wouldn't be here without his heroics in their last-minute win at Temple. Storm Johnson. He's going to score. Touchdown. Defense matching the 49 they surrendered in their only loss against Oklahoma State.
We're going to have Eddie Lackey come off the corner. Trahan's got to come over here. Instead, he gets caught up inside, leaving a clear hole. And you see the offensive line of the Knights getting a hat on a hat. When you have Lackey coming from one side, you got to help yourself in dispersion of space, getting over to the A gap